Most of Australia's injury problems, as far as this match is concerned, compared to the previous couple of games, is all related to batsmen. Warner, for instance, has been left out because of a hamstring problem. Watson has got a hamstring problem. Watson hasn't been bowling much either. And obviously Bailey, also a batsman. So the guys that are missing from the last game are all primarily the batsmen. Australia's bowling strength remains unaltered, so I don't think from that perspective England will have it any easier. Australia's bowling is still as strong as ever. The batting is a little suspect because people have been coming and going. The sense of stability and that feeling of settled feeling is not there around the team. But there is enough of a point to prove for people like Cameron White, for instance, for Shaun Marsh. There is no guarantee that Michael Clarke will be fit by the February 21 deadline. So in case Australia selectors are not convinced that Clarke will turn up fine for the 21st February deadline when they play Bangladesh, then there is another slot which opens up in the middle order. So there's plenty to play for people like Marsh and Cameron White. So I don't think England can expect a free ride just because Australia are a weekend side. We didn't really get to see the pitch, but from what Stephen Smith told us, it's got a bit of grass and it doesn't have the same kind of bounce, obviously, as Gabba. Gabba is one of the bounciest pitches in the world. Hobart is more suited to batting as the match progresses. So England will obviously have to recalibrate their strategies, and the length that they bowled in the length that they bowled in Brisbane may not be the ideal lengths to bowl in Hobart, so they'll have to adapt quickly. They have the quality in their attack to make the most of any condition, and they have a very, very crafty off spinner in James Treadwell, very, very underrated this season. Excellent one-day bowler. Yeah. It's a very strange one. I mean, he's the stand-in captain in Test cricket now till such time that Michael Clarke was fit and ready to go. That's the belief here, that Clarke will come back and play Test cricket again. We don't know for how long, but as and when, or if and when Clarke comes back, then Clarke will become the Test captain once again. And for the time being, the fact that they've appointed Bailey as the vice captain for the World Cup, and they've already announced that Bailey is going to be the captain for the first game against England in the World Cup in Melbourne. It suggests that at the moment, the selectors are not too keen on burdening Smith with captaincy across formats. Perhaps at some stage he will have to handle the captaincy in at least a Test and one-day format. But I don't know if the selectors want him to do it now. He's just about establishing himself as a Test player. He's in brilliant form, and he's shown that captaincy doesn't really affect his batting. But I don't know. I mean, he's still a young man. He's only about 25, so I think he needs to settle down first, find out where his game is going, and then maybe a couple of years down the line, yes, he can become captain across formats. Yeah.